Unless you've been living under a rock, then you probably know what the winter arc is. It focuses on becoming the best version of yourself. It mainly focuses on the physical aspect, so getting up early, working out 3 to 6 days a week, eating the right nutritious foods, and locking in and becoming the best version of yourself just in time for the new year. I have seen comparisons from the winter arc to 75 hard. I want to focus more on the mental health side, and I want to focus on creating your best self, but creating your happiest self, because winter can be a very hard time for a lot of us. And if you suffer from seasonal affective disorder, seasonal depression, depression in general, or if you just feel like you feel a little bit low during the winter season, then this video is for you. And I'm going to go through a few things that really help me pull myself up when I'm feeling really, really low during the winter period, and what I have done over the past few years that has stopped me fully spiraling back down into very deep depression. So the first thing I like to do is to fix my sleep. So sleep is so important. It's like the most important thing, because if you don't get enough sleep, you are not going to be able to function the next day. And if it rolls over and you don't get enough sleep for a week, you're just going to be so lethargic and have no energy. You're not going to be able to do anything during the day. Just not going to feel good about yourself. You need enough sleep to feel good about yourself and to have energy in your body. So the things that we can do to fix our sleep is to make sure we get enough nutrition in our diet. And if we can get a little bit of exercise, now not everybody can get exercise, not everybody is fully mobile, but even if you can get out for a walk in nature, that really helps lift the mood, and it can reset the body's circadian rhythm to get enough sleep at night. And if you really need to, don't be afraid to sleep in. All these people telling you need to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's not true. You need to make sure you get enough sleep first. Ideally, it would be better to sleep earlier. Not everybody is wired that way, and we all have different circadian rhythms. And so if you are more of a night owl, learn what your body needs, how your body works, and the rhythms that your body works in. Get attuned to that. I find having something on in the background will shut my mind up, so I'm not overthinking too much at night time, and it just helps me drift off peacefully without overthinking too much. So fixing your sleep is paramount. The next thing that we can do is cut out any negativity. If we are surrounded by anything negative, of course it's going to affect our mindset, and it's going to make us feel down and low and depressed. So cut out any negative energy, that is negative people. If you have any negative people around you, it's okay to not be around them during this time. If you're really suffering with your mental health, you feel like they're contributing to that sadness and your low mood, it's okay to not want to spend time with them. The same with any social media. So cut out any negative social media where you feel like you might be negatively comparing yourself to other people. That is the worst place that you can be when you feel low, is comparing your life to somebody else's life and feeling like life is just not fair, and why do they have all these nice things and I don't, and why are they living their best lives and they're really happy and I feel really sad. But in reality, we all know that they are showing the highlights of their life, and their life isn't really like that. When we are in a low mood and when we are suffering with depression or seasonal affective disorder, we don't think clearly, and we just assume that that is everybody's lives and everybody's having a better time than we are, and we feel really lonely when we compare ourselves to other people. So we need to cut out social media, going on Instagram, Facebook. With YouTube, I only watch positive things on YouTube, so things that will help my positive mental health and things that will motivate me and inspire me, and anything that's positive media is absolutely fine, but cut out negative people, cut out negative media, cut out watching negative news, because they will only contribute to your negative mindset and make you feel worse. Next thing that we can do is practice positive self-talk. And the way we speak to ourselves has a huge effect on our mental health and a huge effect on how we feel about ourselves. So it's so important to cut out all the negative self-talk and replace that with positive self-talk. Notice when we have that negative thought about ourselves and then replacing it with a positive thought instead. That can actually do wonders for your mental health. It can really make a big difference. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. And it's a skill. It will take time to learn. Just like any skill, it will be hard in the beginning because you're not used to doing it, but you will learn how to do it and it will get easier the more you do it and the more you practice talking to yourself in a positive way. Because if you've never done that before and you're always really hard on yourself and really negative about yourself, it feels really alien to suddenly start speaking really nicely about yourself. Just imagine that you are your own best friend. How would you speak to your best friend? How would you speak to the person that you love most in this world? Speak to yourself in that way. Another thing is to practice gratitude every single day. And this one I found is the most important aspect of having a healthy mindset. When we are focusing on the things that we are grateful for, instead of all the things that are going wrong in our life, we feel so much happier. We can only have one thought at a time. And if that thought is something that we are grateful for in our lives, we feel happier thinking about that thing. And whenever I find myself starting to slip or I'm having a sad thought, I will immediately catch that and replace it with something that I am grateful for in my life. And it immediately boosts me up and I just feel happier immediately from switching those thoughts around. And it's whatever you're focusing on. We can only focus on one thing at a time. So if you're focusing on something that you're grateful for and something that you're happy with in your life, it just makes sense that you're going to feel happy. And the next thing that helped me was finding something that I really enjoyed to do. So finding a new hobby or a skill or something that you can learn that you feel like you can grow and evolve and get better at. So anything that you are interested in at all, where you feel like you will know when you've hit the next level and you can feel yourself growing and evolving and achieving, is amazing. You can put all your focus and energy and effort into that one thing and you feel like you are getting small wins along the way. That will really help to lift your mood because you put in all your focus into something positive and something productive, and you're also leveling up your skill set at the same time. So it's a win-win. And the last thing is to design your environment mindfully and with intention. Is your environment a mess? Does it need a good sort out? Because that will reflect your mind. If your house and your room is in a mess and it needs sorting and there's clothes all over the floor, that's not going to make you feel good. So tidy up your space, clean up your space, put things in your space that will make you feel happy, put some nice art on the walls, have some nice lamps, do some nice mood lighting. Your environment is so important for your overall well-being. If your environment is a mess, then your brain is going to feel like a mess and chaotic. So designing your environment for peace and tranquility and happiness, you will find that when your space is clean and clear and everything is cohesive, then you just feel so much happier within yourself. So they are just a few things that helped me, and I hope they help you too over this coming winter. So important, especially in winter months, to focus on our self-care and our self-love and really just taking care of our souls and care of our mental health, because winter can be a hard month. We don't get enough sunshine, we don't go out enough in nature. So anything that we can do to build ourselves up and to make ourselves feel happier is a great thing. So I hope these things help you this winter. If you like my content, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I really appreciate it. Sending you lots of love, and I will see you in my next video.